The eighth habit is find your voice and inspire others to find theirs. It's like the third dimension to the 7 habits of effectiveness because it gives the larger context of culture and organization in which the personal and interpersonal habits are cultivated. The concept is that you are to organize your culture and the way you recruit, train, select, compensate, and work with people so that you find their voice and they can then manage themselves. They can supervise themselves. They don't need to be controlled and managed and motivated from without. Many people struggle to find their voice because they are so much a product of what I call the social mirror. That is, other people's outside opinions of them. And gradually what happens is that they begin to lose their sense of self. When man found the mirror, he began to lose his soul. He became more concerned with his image than with his self. It takes someone that really deeply believes in you and affirms you and holds you to the responsible course. Every time I speak to large groups, I always ask the question, how many of you have achieved whatever level of success you've achieved, partly or largely because someone believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself? And literally over 2/3 of the room will raise their hands, and when you listen to their experiences, they become very emotional, and the audience gets very emotional because they empathize with what's going on, and they also remember their own experiences in the same way, which has taught me that leadership is not a position. Leadership is a choice. Like Gandhi, see, he believed in the people becoming an independent nation in India, and he held no formal authority at all. He never was elected or appointed, but these people came to believe in it themselves, and now it's the largest democracy in the world, over 1 billion people. I think that the best way to find your voice inside organizations and in relationships with others is to focus on developing the 4 parts of your nature: your body, your mind, your heart, and your spirit. Most people know what the principles are in developing those 4 parts, but as they do it, a very powerful thing begins to take place inside themselves. It's like a person learning a sport. Initially, it's hard and difficult. They like it, though, but they stay with it, and if they learn the right skills and they have the muscle development, they begin to experience a form of exhilaration and freedom and enjoyment that they had not anticipated before. They'd only seen it in others, and the same thing happens in life. The 8th habit in helping people move from effectiveness to greatness focuses on how to build these principles into the culture and into the structure and systems and processes of an organization so that it goes beyond personal and interpersonal effectiveness, and it creates a kind of sustainability. A physical metaphor I use to teach this is I take a candle, a little candle which can destroy any building if it's properly placed, and it has tremendous potential for good in giving off light. And then I light that candle through friction, through discipline. And then I take another candle and bring it very close to that, which symbolizes a relationship of someone who believes in you and cares about you and won't give up on you, but holds you to the responsible course. And then I light a candle to show how an organization, if it builds its structure and systems and processes on these kinds of principles, that it will continue to burn for hours. And it symbolizes how you develop a culture inside an organization that is reinforcing of each other and gets people to execute their strategies and gets them on the same page about what is really important. Most organizations are not like that. Most organizations are a fruit of the industrial age of control. People are not on the same page. Office politics dominate. You have low trust in relationships, and you have a feeling of having lost your voice, a feeling of being dehumanized and just being amalgamated among all the other things. You're even called an expense. You're not an asset. Machines are assets, but people are expenses in the financial statements, and that psychology affects everything else, including defining leadership as a position. So you say, well, where's the leadership, see? Well, all the people can be leaders if they will strive to find their voice and inspire others to find theirs, and it can be distributed throughout an entire organization. This is called moral authority, as distinguished from formal authority.